When did loving your family mean letting them hurt you? I was 16 the first time I realized I couldn't win. Not with them. It was the night after my birthday, and the house was a mess. Not from a party, not from celebration, just the usual chaos of my mom's hoarding and my dad's mood swings. My gift had been a $20 bill taped to the fridge with a sticky note that said, "Don't waste it." I didn't expect anything more. I hadn't for years. Dinner that night was hamburger helper, made by me as usual. My mom was too tired and my dad was already drunk, so I stirred the pot and split it up onto mismatched plates. My little brother took his to his room without a word. I sat at the table, hoping someone would join me. No one did. I rinsed my plate when I was done, and as I turned to put it in the dishwasher, my dad called out from the living room, "You think you're better than us now?" I froze. "No," I said, keeping my voice low. He came into the kitchen, glassy-eyed and swaying just a little. "You walk around here like you're some kind of princess, cooking your little dinners, doing your little homework. Think we don't see it?" I started, but he raised his voice. "Just shut up with that tone." My mom appeared in the doorway behind him, arms folded. "What did you say to your father?" I looked at her, then him, then back again. I wanted someone, anyone to say, "This isn't okay." Instead, she stepped in between us, not to protect me, but to keep the peace. "She's always mouthing off," she said, looking at me like I was the problem. I went to my room and shut the door. No one knocked, no one checked in. That was the night I realized I didn't need to scream to be invisible. I just had to exist. I thought maybe, when I got older, it would stop. I graduated high school with honors. No one came to the ceremony. I got into a state college with scholarships. My dad told me I was just trying to run away. My mom cried and said I was breaking her heart by leaving. I left anyway. The first semester, I called home once a week. My mom always picked up, always sighed, and said how hard things were without me there. "The house is a disaster. Your brother eats nothing but junk. I wish you were still here." She didn't ask how classes were, didn't ask how I was, just unloaded everything she was carrying and hung up before I could say much. I visited for Thanksgiving. My dad was quiet at first until I asked him to pass the mashed potatoes, and he said, "Oh, you can talk to us now? We're not beneath you anymore?" My mom laughed like it was a joke. My brother didn't even look up from his phone. That night, I went for a walk and cried behind the old gas station down the street. Not because I missed them, but because I still loved them, and I didn't know how to stop. I kept trying for a few more years, sent cards for birthdays, bought gifts for Christmas, called when someone was sick. Every time I told myself, maybe this time they'll say thank you. Maybe this time they'll ask how I'm doing. But they never did. When I got my first real job, I called to share the news. My mom said, "Wow, must be nice." My dad asked how much I was making. My brother asked if I could send him a new phone. I started pulling back, skipped a few calls, didn't go home for Easter. My mom sent long texts about how I was abandoning the family, how ungrateful I was, how all they ever did was love me. And that's when it clicked. Love to them meant access. It meant obligation. It meant being available to take the blame, carry the weight, absorb the hurt so they didn't have to feel it themselves. They called it love, but it was control. And I'd mistaken survival for affection. I didn't stop loving them. That would have been easier. What I did was stop letting that love be a leash. I go to therapy now. I don't answer calls after 8 p.m. I don't read the long guilt-ridden texts. I send money when my brother asks because I know he's still stuck in that house. But I don't go back. The last time I saw my parents, my mom looked at me and said, "You've changed." I said I had to. She didn't ask what that meant. She didn't want to know.